Hi, welcome back to my life with plants. I'm Newman. What is this pigsty? This is number 3, part 3. Ugh. Okay. Sweating like a pig. Okay, I had to postpone the clean up outside on the balcony, right? But I've made a lot of space downstairs. I actually checked on my big propagation area. It's about 4 shelves. They're about, each shelf is about 40 by 90 centimeters, or just about a meter. So actually on the top shelf I've had to take out a few propagation or seedlings of cacti trays to let in some more light to the lower shelves, otherwise they'll etiolate. And I pushed the Horthias, or what's left of them, at the back, and I've tidied that up. But it's just we had some rain last night. It's still raining now, and it's just far too humid to go out there. It's far too humid. You just start pouring with sweat. It actually doesn't cool you off in these tropical countries, so they recommend that on these kind of humid days like this you don't open the windows, because you're just going to let in more hot air or humidity. But I went ahead and opened it. I've got no fan in here. What am I going to do? Roast to death? Okay, over here, what a disaster. This is what it's like when you have too many plants and mixed up with hoarding. Okay, actually I use these quite a lot. These are zip ties. I actually was using these the other day to zip tie my dendrobiums, my much larger ones that are growing on mounts, and they start flopping over, and some of them were heading towards the garden. So if they got any closer to the garden, they'll be starting to send out roots, so I had to zip tie them back up a little bit. Also to help them to mount on, because they're still mounting. So those are there. These are all being cleaned up. These are actually for all the damn orchids that I have in the garden that are tropical and give me a damn headache every winter because I've got to bring them all in. But this time I'm going to set it up. Still going to use these just because it's easier to move them around. They're like fold up trays, and I don't know if you can see on the camera or not, but this is a blow heater. It's a little mini one. And over here is my greenhouse, which is 69. The width is 69 and the depth is 49 and the height is 92. So, first I've got these kitchen racks here for hanging up miniatures, which I don't have too many of those. Those are not the Dendrobium nobiles, and their native orchids stay out there, but Brassavolas and Cattleyas have to come in. This time I'm just going to line it. So I have already bought some material for that, and I'm going to line the walls of this so that when I spray, the water will drip down into trays, which I already have here. Thinking ahead, but I don't think the trays are going to do it because there's still little gaps between each tray, so I'm going to have to manage that better. Because what I want to do is I want to have the orchids inside that. It won't be zipped up and I won't have a cover over it, but it'll be set up so that I can water them, and the water will go down into the bottom in the collection. And it's easy to get it out and clean it, because it needs to be cleaned like every week. Every week. And I can't afford to have orchids spread all over the house, because they are, a lot of them still demand water, stuff like that. Okay, getting back to this, okay, this damn clutter. So as I was saying before, you got to be tidy. So all of these are my cloths that I use, because actually I've got far too many now. And this is typical me and hoarding. I mean, why have I got so many? Why? What the heck is going on here? Gosh, too many. Oh my god. Even my water bottles. Why do I have so many water bottles when I only use 2 when I water my plants? That is hoarding. Okay, I only need a couple. Okay, but when I finish this video, I'm gonna have 5. Okay. I need a couple, and then I'm gonna end up with 5. Ooh, okay, big mess, horrible. Okay, why did I get this thing? I haven't even used it. Oh my god. I'm killing myself. Okay, now I got these because I just couldn't resist it, like Daiso store, but look at that pot. And then I got this one for, I actually take the lids off it, and they're cheap, they're just $1, but they're used as a, I use them as a cash pot, because I find that when you buy other pots, they're like much more expensive, and these are cheaper. Especially Hoyas, they need a lot of water. Okay, what else do I have in this mess? Okay, that is a box of my humidifier, so that's fine. I've got these things here. I need to go back in the other room, and I've got to tackle that room, okay? And get to it. I'm starting to die in here, it's so damn humid. Oh gosh, I'm starting to sweat like a pig. I don't know if you can see it, but on my shirt here you can see the sweat starting to build up. Oh, God, this weather. We got this. This is actually wall filler, because sometimes I put hooks into to hang plants, and I move them somewhere else, and I leave a hole, so I used the filler last time. Okay. Oh, I'm not kidding. Like, it's that humid. I don't even want to do this. I want to do it. What am I saying? I want to do it, but I can't. But I'm having a struggle with the humidity here. So the worst thing you can do is like move one thing to another place. So you really want to put these things away as you go. So I do have a container that I've been putting stuff into. I do have another one here. There it is. Because we have all of this, right? This wire, and I made a dump. Right? And then everything gets dumped there. This is bad. Very bad, 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 bad. Gotta stop this. Extremely bad. do not want dumps in your house. Okay. These are macrames, which, can you guess what I'm going to say? Yeah, I'm going to use them. I should be throwing them out. I'm just being a fool. These are little stands, okay? So this stuff is going to go with the other stuff on this other table. Okay. What else do we have? Okay, the good thing is that a lot of the stuff is put into areas now. Like bags of stones. So those are going to go around the cacti. And I probably won't use them straight away. But when I do repots, my Echinopsis, my favorites, and I'm supposed to be having one of each, and that's not working so far because I still have doubles or triples of the same thing. And then when I go around and start counting them, I count them, yep, I got too many, yeah, and then I forget it. Yeah. Alright. Oh. Whew. I'm not going to last long. I am not. It's far too humid. Okay, this is cleaned up. I got all these nice little notes from people. Look, I know it's in Japanese, but I can read it. And but little notes here, like thank you so much for purchasing from my store. You got a little freebie here, but it's just a little one. It says, "You enjoy growing that," from Kyomi. I find it hard to throw these away, really. Amazing, right? They send you those little notes. Whew! I'm sweating like a pig. Oh! Hey, why am I grunting in that? Okay, stop it. It's annoying. Doesn't it annoy you? Huh? Somebody has to grunt, make all these noises. Alright, I'm just glad that I cleared that and put it all over the floor. Okay, but what I have to do now is put this back in my storage area, which is under some plants. And I got 3 of those. Also I gotta save my greenhouse on the balcony. It's starting to rust. I've got to buy a new one of those. And the hardest room of all is the next room. It has a big mountain of clutter, but on the surface it's getting a bit messy, but underneath the chaos and the crap and the stuff tossed on top, it's pretty tidy and organized. Plus I've been adding to it because I'm a hoarder. So I add to it and I don't need any more. Let me just take the camera here. Okay. So you can see over here that's neatly organized, and it's a little messy, but it's all in one area, and it's fertilizers and stuff that I need for the cacti, indoor plants, outdoor plants, dechlorinizer, hydrogen peroxide, many of you people's favorite. sticky traps, you name it. A fungicide that's actually sulfur based, so it doesn't hurt plants. And I had to get this. Look, oh, lovely dragonfly clips, because I love those. So over here you can see all these clean pots, and they are clean. I cleaned them all. I took them out and I scrubbed them. And I got all these macrames there. I got propagations of Hoya Bella that I would gladly give away if somebody would want them. Yeah, but that's pretty hard for me. I don't know a lot of people. I got the beast over here of grow lights. I've been dying to try this out. Oh yeah. You can tell by this label that it's a super great quality, and it is. When you turn these things on, you can tell of the quality. They're magnificent. Can't wait to use them, and I'm going to use them. I must prove myself that I can be tidier. I got the Tillandsias out there drip drying because I gave them more water. I got this open, even though I said it feels cool, cooler than, well, I don't know what cool is anymore, to tell you the truth, unless I go in the air conditioned room. Okay, so I got to tackle that out there. Yep. Alright. At least I'm trying to be organized with this. See, I've got one small greenhouse where all the plants come together. Orchids, that is. Okay. This is the mess here. Nothing is dirty. It's all clean. That there is actually very hard to get off unless I use sandpaper. Over here I got a couple of dying Phalaenopsis. So finally they've come to the crunch where the heat has gotten to them. So you can just tell by looking at these how damn hot this country is in summer. I cannot grow Phalaenopsis in any of the rooms at all. I can't grow them in the south. I can't even. This is the north room, okay? And the north room is freaking hot. I mean, you look at the gauge, the temperature gauge, and it's 35. So there's way beyond these orchids limit. And I can only grow them in the living room. And that's the east side. So it's morning sun. And they have the air conditioner. Without the air conditioner, they would be all gone. It's the only thing keeping them alive. And this is my insulation wrap, okay? I had to buy more because I use it a lot for my Haworthias, and I'm going to use it for my greenhouse, I think. The greenhouse, maybe? Or I actually want to use one big sheet of plastic and then fold it on the inside so that there's no cracks, no corners for water to leak up. So underneath here it's pretty organized and tidy and clean. Okay, there's no dirt or anything, it's just clutter, and the clutter has got to be fixed. Inside that box there is all my supplies and stuff like that, and yeah. One more plant's got to go. So who's it gonna be? You? Definitely not you. No, you're too nice. Can't let go of you, and you're small. I can move you anywhere. The pain, and I don't want to get rid of this one. So maybe I can do a bargain with my son. Maybe if I give him a little pocket money here and there. Maybe he'll let me keep it in his room. I don't know. Oh, what do I spy with my little eye propagations again? No, gotta stop it. What am I doing? Look, I got this hope that I don't have to throw it away. I can keep it. Nope. They gotta go. Maybe my son wants to have some houseplants in here. Maybe. Okay. Every morning I come in and I wipe the floors with a duster because I'm a houseplant nut. And here it is here. Can you see this thing? So you see the bottom of it. It's just from wiping the floor just once with this thing around the floor there. It's done every morning. No dust. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. What else can I say? So, this is for you people suffering from hoarding, plant addictions. I gotta say that every summer, like I've said, I've gotten to those areas and I've organized and put everything together neatly and tidy. But as time goes on and you get right at the end of the day, you're going to break your rules a little bit and drop something there. But you got to keep returning to it to improve it, okay? So the first improvement was to actually put everything that's related all together in one area and not spread everywhere. There's nothing worse than having parts everywhere, tools everywhere, and supplies spread everywhere. You got to have them together. If it's fertilizers and small tools that you use constantly, like daily, they got to be kept together. If it's things that you don't really need every day, and the small things, you keep them in another area, preferably with a lid, so that people don't stop and stare at it and go blind because it's such a damn mess. It looks hideous. So you got to have a lid over the top of it, okay? Make it look like part of the furniture. The next thing is you got to keep returning to what you're doing and improving upon it. So for me, it's reducing what I've gotten to the point now where I've returned to it for the past 3 or 4 years now, the same areas. For me, it's reducing and getting rid of what I don't need instead of holding on to everything. If I really need it, okay, I should just go and buy what I need and stop turning my house into a supply store like it's a Home Depot or something. Can you imagine, like, your home turning into a Home Depot? How awful that would be. Awful. It would look hideous, you know. I'm trying to put myself, well, not trying, I am putting myself into a better mood. I'm actually feeling much better now. I'm not so negative. If you do have a problem with hoarding, and you know it's getting in everyone's way and it's causing misery, please try to look at the funny side of it. Try to relax, try to be honest about it and just say, yeah, I have a problem. And it's not easy for me, but I want to try. And I want to reduce things. Can you give me time? Can you please understand what I'm going through? Actually, I'm going through hoarding. I'm a hoarder, a plant addict, and I can't get off the internet, off Mercari. So Mercari keeps trapping me and sucking me back in. I have a little look there, and then I end up with the itchy fingers and getting hyped up over something that I really don't need anymore. So I've tried to divert my attention from plants to these, which I really love, and they are sun catchers. I have sun catchers everywhere. I better be careful because I have so many sun catchers that I'll catch the house on fire. Burn down the house with sun catchers. This is one that my mother made me, and that is crystal. It's a real crystal there. My mum made that one. My mum passed away, it's 4 years ago, I think. It's 3 or 4 years now. Hey, we got this one here from the Daiso. It's got that lovely leaf. Oh, I've been looking at supplies to make these sun catchers, because they're magnificent. Okay, so whenever I go on, this is a little thing for you guys with the plant addiction. Instead of looking at plants, look at ornaments. Try to divert your attention to pots even. How about pots? You have a lot of your orchids or your cacti collection, and they're in poor, cheap plastic pots that really don't breathe and really don't do your plants any good. So invest some time in some pots. For me, it's sun catchers. It has been pots, even clips, a nice new set of shears or tools, a thermometer. Just try to get yourself off that. And I know that after time it'll get easier because you will get into a new habit and it won't be so hard. But anyway, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed this episode. Before you go, you can have a look at some of my blooming Hoya sunrise with this beautiful fruity fragrance that's reminiscent of what is it? Gardenia. If anything smells as delicious as a gardenia, then it is Hoya sunrise. It's absolutely magnificent fragrance. Okay, we'll see you next time for part 4 maybe. And until then, don't forget that looking after your plants is supposed to be self-care. And it's not a chore. Just remember that, because it is a great hobby, and never give this hobby up. It's really, really good for you, and it can be good for everybody if you get it right. Okay, until next time, bye bye.